Okay, I'll sit here. I think this is fully voice acted. I hope so. I don't feel like doing a lot of reading.
Looks like you found the place.
You're sure this is the one?
I'm positive. Lata Sesame goes by Mandala in the trance. There's a big gap in the records, and it's shaped exactly like her.
I thought you said he put a lot of effort into it.
They've been hiding her activity, but weren't covering up their own work very well.
If they did, then
How are the headaches?
Won't be a problem for much longer.
You understand the plan?
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing. After all, I've been planning this for years.
Dun dun. I'm sure the music sounds a little loud. Technobabylon. Chapter 1, Prisoner of Consciousness.
There's nothing like being in trance. A world built of abstracts and intellect, of tangible thought, where every part has been crafted by an individual soul. It's the purest form of contact a person can have, mind to mind. It's the pinnacle of human achievement. Some might say that achievement in the physical world is somehow more meaningful. To them I say, join the future or be surpassed by it. Within the trance, we are millions of minds as one. But even as far as we've come, there's still one serious flaw. Its reliance on the real world as its backbone.
Real world. What means that?
And disconnections. Damn. Don't panic. I'll just go and speak to the building manager. It's not like there's anything to be afraid of out there. Let's get this over with.
You want to go out into the real world? Terrible idea. How do I adjust the sound? Okay, here we go. Settings. Music. About there. It says newsfeed. Oh, network sound. No! Worst thing. No internet. Game already. There we go. Okay. Mailbox. Dear Mrs. Sesame, this message is to remind you that you have not been attending your scheduled employment meetings. If you do not inform us of absences, you risk losing house and support from the city. 711 days. Wow. Marcus O'Shure. I am the chief financier for the Oklahoma General Martin Carter. His recent death at the hands of a rival warlord has left me with 150,000 quanta of his finance. You should definitely send him all your banking information. Big game going. The Rotunda. Who's this from? T-Root. Do you want the extra interface speed without extra cost? Extra speed with extra farm. Open attach image for order info. Yeah, let's totally open this. Can't be a virus, right? I totally have a virus now, don't I? What did I do? What is this?
No, I'm not storing that in my brain. Not unless I want to wake up in some factory in China in 10 years.
Oh my god, it's like malware. in the real world. Yo, Dala, good hearing from you, though. It means if you want something. That's a blue wetware you got is cracked. Blue wetware. What must this do this malware that I have open now? Also, how do I lower sensitivity as seeing as loading? How do I get out of here? Oh. It's worse. No. Oh, okay. That was trance. Got it.
Better go and talk to the building manager.
This apartment.
Ah! Ouch. Huh? Password error, huh? I guess the door's broken too. Contact manager.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, man.
Trapped?
For the first time that you can remember, the prospect of staying inside your apartment is frightening to you.
Nah. I'm not that hungry.
I really hate the mouse in this game. Sensitivity is like really weird. You can change the sensitivity on the mouse itself, and oh god. Oh, so that's just the speed of the character. Okay, gotta re-increase that. Man, what is this? A Sierra game from the 90s? Picked up trophy.
The window frame is welded in. Even if I could open it, it'd be a 150-meter drop to the bottom.
Reaching your arm into the recycling slot can only end in tears. Remove the gelatinous clump of semi-organic wetware you've been cultivated in the still. Looks like it's grown enough to be usable now. It's wetware.
It's a homegrown lump of techno-organic wetware gel. It's for connecting my brain's wetware to the external systems. The NetGames trophy I won in '84. I don't know why I've still got it. I pretty much scrapped everything else to build the wetware still. Guess I'm not as strong as I thought. I'm not getting out this way. If I keep randomly cutting cables, I'm going to end up electrocuted eventually. I usually keep clothes in here. Looks like I need to go to the support office to get more printed.
Printed clothes.
Nothing in
See that
here.
happening?
Nothing in here. Ugh, no. Last time I reached into the pile, there was stuff growing in it.
You should get rid of your clothes. Stop living like a disgusting pig. Oh, look at this. 3D printed material. Error, user safety settings enabled. Unable to produce metal utensils due to danger of harm. Please consult your AutoMill's AI for further information.
Hey, we're not children! Lousy suicide rate.
Oh, that's crazy. That memory module. School memory module contained the recipes the machine uses to make it marginally less aggressive. Oh, maybe I can use the virus, the malware on it. Let's try that. That worked. The machine's memory card has changed color to indicate the remaining free memory. The virus appears to be enthusiastically devouring it from the inside. You load the memory module into the machine. After a few moments, it begins to glow, indicating a successful connection. Can I get metal now?
Hey, we're not chilled. Lousy.
Yeah, well, what happens if I print this now? A food tray, legitimately, I've never seen that word before in my life. It's like obligingly pops from the machine's serving slot, completely empty. Pipes must be
Hey,
blocked.
I'm hungry.
Insufficient material. All our utensils are 100% recycled. Oh. So what if I put my trophy in the recycler?
Hey,
No.
we're not chilled. Lousy.
Oh, wetware. You feel the flow of new data as your wetware. No, my God, what is these words? NV giggles and self into the food machine systems. I'm gonna need a dictionary to play this game.
Hey, lousy.
Yeah, if I recycle this.
Hey,
Look around the room more. It's really need that metal stuff. It's plastic. Oh, there's the transom. Oh, so that's to make a connection between an item and my transom. Got it.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THE Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
Love it.
Who are you, and what are you doing in my food machine?
Hi, I'm Sheffy,
We already had this bit.
I'm the voice of your food machine. I'm here to help you make the most of your machine and all the delicious possibilities. And if there's trouble, I'm here to help you out.
What kind of things can you make?
Using THE's patented and proven protein fiber synthesis reserve system, I'm able to whip up some of the tastiest treats you've ever had.
Like?
Just you wait. Before you know it, you'll be having the most cost-effective food you've ever tasted.
You're dodging the question.
My recipe books are always getting bigger. My best friends at THE always come up with great new ideas. Everything from protein surprise to Nutri-Blood casserole.
Ugh.
Don't be like that. Give them a try.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Haven't you been eating with us for years?
Humor me.
THE's food machines have self-contained vacuum formers to recycle utensils. Just put your tray back in the machine when you're done with it.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
It might be dangerous! At the request of
Newton Civic Housing Services.
you've been limited to plastic utensils. But isn't plastic great? It's so easy to get clean.
But what if I want something stronger, like steel? That heavy protein mash bends the fork sometimes.
Sorry, no can do. I'm not just a chef. It's my job to keep you safe.
Yeah,
How would
I'll
I
shut
stop
off.
you stopping me? I need a fork.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you like me? I just want to make sure you're eating right.
So, you object to me smashing you open?
It takes some pretty serious damage to do that. I'm tough. Only qualified THE systems technicians can get me open.
Looks like messing with your software is my best bet then. Will the machine work without you?
If I have an accident, the machine will continue to dispense. We don't want you starving in an emergency now, do we?
I've had to live off your crap for 2 years now. It's bland, and it feels like runny puke. I have trouble swallowing, and every mouthful makes starvation that little bit more appealing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you tried any of our new recipes recently? Let's look for some. Oopsie, it looks like I can't connect. Don't worry, you can always use the memory cards in the machine to upload delicious new recipes.
What's on your recipe card now?
I see there's some new recipe data. It looks like...
Apparently whatever virus was writing that T-mail is doing some damage. You don't look so good.
It's nothing that can be worked around.
Sounds more like you need someone to put you out of your misery. You don't look so good.
I'm a chef.
That's nice. What about your...
I'm a chef.
Yes?
I'm a chef.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
It takes one to know one.
What?
Your mama.
Your mama. Maybe I can get metal now.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
Not while I'm the boss.
I don't like your food.
I like your face.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Fork.
Yes? And the trays?
Please.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
Not while I'm the boss.
I feel like I just need to talk,
You don't
talk
look
to
so
it till
good.
it
I'm a
breaks down.
That's nice. What about your...
I'm a chef.
Yes?
I'm a chef.
Yeah, this give
Ciao.
me more.
Peterson.
Alright, let's see if that works. Metal.
Hey, we're not Aussies.
Still not working.
Hey, I'm hungry.
So soon.
It's too.
Let's me recycler. Come on.
Hey, Aussies.
I'm already stuck. Let's look at the door. Maybe that's why I have to pry open.
Still not working. Apparently, I can't just wait for the problem to fix itself. Can't rely on anyone else. It broke.
Yeah, if only it was metal.
Even if I cared that much about the apartment's rules, the sign's fixed to the wall.
It's reading.
Tenancy rules. City housing support. This housing is provided as is by the City Department of Social Welfare, until such time as you are able to secure employment. Basic facilities are provided within. Since your stay is temporary, please do not damage. Temporary? Huh. I've been here for 2 years now.
It's something. I have to read my email more. Anything else in my mailbox? Another virus? No. Post a message. No, internet's down.
Bonjour! What does you want faster then?
Okay. I really need you to give me some
Why can't
metal.
Not long!
Will the
Don't you live? Armagioni, Panaloni, Panaloni,
That doesn't really answer my question.
Lasagna, Fusilli, Torcho, Marzani!
How would I?
Yeah? How about I stop you stopping me stopping you?
Then I guess I'd have to stop you stopping me, stopping you stopping me?
Oh, you're a snake pants.
Oh my god, how do I...
That will the that
I want your face.
I shut you off.
will the
Don't you live?
that
No, that's what I did there,
You're-
you know what I mean?
Takes one.
what
You're my
you? That's yes. Ciao.
Well, this is... I'm already stuck. Already stuck.
Hey, Rosie,
Wrap trophy
the wetware won't form.
in a tray.
Hey, Rosie. Hey, I'm hungry. I don't think it needs.
Good food on the plate.
I can't use it like. I don't think it needs a small tin pot.
Game, need a hint. Give me a hint. Cables. Only open B. 3.
I'm not sure when I got this out of the machine. It's still soggy though. The still is empty. It'll take at least a few hours to grow another batch of wetware.
Huh.
The wetware won't form a connect. The wet.
Maybe I can form a connection to the door panel? Okay, there we go. Progress. Okay, I get the gist of this now.
Forsooth! Who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
Oh, this is
Who are
hilarious.
you?
I am the defender, the guardian, the knight. No threat shall dare intrude upon thy domain while I stand watch.
Do you have a name?
I do not wish to trouble my lady with such minute details.
So, just Knight then.
Whatever thy will, my lady.
What's your function?
I am the defender. I prevent intrusions upon thy fortress. The physical and the etheric.
I found you in the door's terminal software. You're the apartment's network security, aren't you?
Quite so. Trojans and malware, flee from my presence.
But you also control the door's security.
A vital role, milady. None shall threaten the sanctity of your domain.
Tell me about yourself.
Sentinel Systems Nightwear, a data and physical security product of Sentinel Systems, version 3.02. Licensed to City of Newton Housing Services.
What's with the knight in shining armor routine?
Who is better suited to the role than a loyal defender of the realm?
Okay, now tell me properly.
My lady, thine own.
Out of character!
Following managerial reformation of Sentinel Systems, the company's theme was shifted to a feudal design.
The door seems to be stuck. Can you do anything about that?
Attempting to operate door drive systems. Attempt 2. Attempt 3. It would appear the machinery of the door itself has become fatigued. The terminus is unable to compel activity on the door's part itself. The safety unlock would doubtless serve you well at this juncture.
Can you use the safety unlock?
I'm afraid I cannot. It must be unlatched physically.
So, where is it?
It lies behind the terminal. With sufficient armament, mayhaps thou shalt reach it.
Gee, thanks. I think Sheffy the chef's come down with something.
The steward harbors a blight? Zounds! This shall not be allowed to continue! Foul harbinger!
Great.
There are grave accusations of treason upon your head, steward. Stand and face me. We shall see what trial by combat makes of you.
I'm sorry, I don't quite.
Have at thee!
Well, that takes care of her.
This is gonna be entertaining. Alright, let's see. Got her out of the way. Yay! It's some metal utensils. Guess I need it later. Entry
Hey,
can't work.
I'm hungry.
Take everything that's not nailed down.
Got it.
Hours earlier.
This is it. Animus Organics. You think Central's right on this one?
I still don't think an AI, however powerful, could predict a crime like this.
However, if it does help us catch the mindjacker.
Central hasn't exactly been generous with the details. I don't really think we're gonna find anything here. There are other, stronger leads we ought to be chasing.
What am I controlling?
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
I've lost count of the number of times the mindjackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
At least we've managed to link the previous mindjackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, mindjackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue,
So they'd need a terminal.
which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But our mindjacker's not behaving the same way?
No, his tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
So, Central predicted our mindjacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the mindjacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it. Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware mostly. Wouldn't be grown here, probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a mindjacker. Wetware, huh?
Yeah. Specifically for forming neural connections between systems. The blue stuff. The nanomachines keeping the modern world running.
It's funny. When I think nanomachine, I picture tiny gears and turbines. When really, they're just bits of proteins and macromolecules.
They still perform all kinds of mechanical tasks. Just smaller.
I guess I'm technically more of an expert in them than you are. I used to make them for a living.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what to do with them anymore. Organic computing. That's my field.
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
All right, Regis, let's...
I always make sure this is the car we take out.
They're all the same, Charlie.
No, they're not. This one's mine. Hey, anyone there?
Doesn't look like anyone's around.
Hey,
Anime.
cell agents. We want to talk to someone.
Looks like we'll just have to help ourselves.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
All right, how do we do that? How do we do that?
What the hell?
Are they authorized? Sir? Sir, can you help me?
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our mindjacker's target, then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here. I can't find anything else useful on him. Lau, your opinion? Max, knock that off.
Sorry. Well,
just
he was
the
definitely
body?
killed by the fall.
Thanks. Real helpful.
No, I mean he wasn't mindjacked. He doesn't have the same neuropathy associated with it.
So maybe Central was wrong.
There's still a body, though. We need to find out what's going on.
Yeah, maybe not kick the body next time.
I can't find anything else. Max.
So, well, no, he doesn't. There's...
That's really fucked up.
It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must be where its owner was working. Damn it all.
Burns all around the planar nodes in his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again.
Call? No, I don't call anyone right now. Can you go to the roof?
Locked.
That keypad's probably got something to do with it.
Yeah, thanks, genius. What do I have on me? Cell issue traveler. Like civilian models in many ways, capable of making calls and running apps. A specialized model carried by CEL possesses more powerful sensors and encryption. Cool. And jolt gun.
Better save that for a last resort. If it doesn't work, we might be stuck.
E-card
It
works?
takes a...
Combination. Laser... Open laser paper stone. Paper. Man. Paper. Draw. Paper. Oh wait, no, that was... Is there a pattern here? There's a pattern. That's great. Okay. Maybe I should worry about this guy that just got murdered. That might be important. Search body. Maybe he has a code on him.
His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the mindjacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Have Central run his data. See if it can flag anything. His ID badge says he's an...
If the...
Have
Why do they have actual bones on their desk? Terminal has been locked with biometric security. Oh, chop his finger off.
His ID is...
If the...
Have...
Active terminal. There we go. Okay, what's the code? Roy Atwood. I need to call Roy. He's engaged. All right, Roy Atwood. Let's give him a call.
I think I found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
We're on the trail of a dangerous felon. He's killed dozens before, and without your help, he's going to escape.
Oh God. What's happened?
2 of your colleagues have been killed on site. We're tracking the murderer, and we're pretty sure he's fled to the roof.
What? Who?
We need access to the roof as quickly as possible. What's the code for the access door in your office?
It's...
This is a serious incident, Mr. Atwood. Time is slipping away, and a serial killer might be as well.
What? Really?
We need your assistance to bring him in.
Wait a sec. Serial killers in the Animus office? Gerbach, this is real unprofessional of you.
Huh?
Come on, I know you didn't want to work tonight, but there's a reason you're not allowed up on the roof. You almost had me, but pretending to be a cell agent, that's desperate.
Damn.
Oh, thank God. Color block. Did I screw that up? How did I screw that up? Oh, I guess I have to use my personal phone. Jeez. Where do I...
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Central, the door to the roof is locked. We believe the minejacker may have fled this way. Can you get it open?
Accessing Animus organic security loop. It appears that this door is not connected to the general security systems. The means of access is likely held by senior staff.
Real helpful, Central.
You are most welcome, Dr. Regis.
Great. Okay, now...
Regis out.
Now what the hell am I supposed to do now? Answer the phone. Color block. Son of a bitch.
That'd be a waste.
You have no idea whether these charts mean the company's doing well or going bust. Amongst all the economics and business speak, the only word you recognize is wetware. Oh my God, what am I supposed to do now? Guess we can give someone else a call.
Hello? Do you know what time it is?
Sorry, wrong number.
No, it's not the wrong number.
Hello, this is Philippe. I am away on assignment at the moment for 1 month. If you wish to leave me a message, you can do so after the beep. Or if you have a story, please contact the news desk directly.
Well, this is bad. Who's this person?
Why are you calling me right now? I'm at work. I told you we'd talk about this later.
Sorry, wrong number.
Ja, det är Claes München som talar.
Sorry, wrong number.
Yeah, I think the killer's getting away.
Hello, it's Pat. If you want to give me money, I'm busy. If you want to borrow money, go away. And if you don't want to talk about money, don't ever call me again. Cheers.
His ID badge is an...
If the mine...
Have sent... Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
This door is really starting to get on my nerves. Lau?
Don't worry. I think I get where you're coming from.
And who says brute force never solves anything?
Not me, that's for sure.
Come on, we've almost caught up with...
In the first place.
The Mindjacker!
Freeze! Cell agents! Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try. The only way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
Well, that
What?
worked. That was easy. Case closed. Oh, jetpack. Son of a bitch.
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Delcorp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke, we were so close.
Cell headquarters.
Lau, Max,
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here. Hey, Lau,
Yeah?
do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after one or two attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
Or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking. You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think I am? No, don't answer that. I just don't like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
Got any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah, that's the one.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do.
Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, though?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the mindjacker when we catch him. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Centralized emergency logistics category. Class 4 information. Larceny with deposit harm to health of individual targets. Mindjack. Outline. March 2087. String of data theft attacks has been carried out within Newton. Identity of perpetrator unknown. 18 victims. Just in Newton. Continuing a long-standing process of standardization, the Parliament of the European Federation yesterday ratified the uptake of metric time across the 64-member union. The measure signed into law by Prime Minister Jacqueline Santini planned to be rolled out over the course of the next 4 years. The measure of the time of day is to be divided into 10 hours, each with 100 minutes, made up of 100 seconds. Oh, metric time. Huh. Be down with metric time. Diksha and Charlie, May 2066. It is very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Go on. Lives depend on it. Let's open it. Download the data package to your traveler. You're unsure who this might be. An informant, perhaps? As much as you dislike the polka dot or approach, requested, or take any help you can get. So my character does not like the technology.
Trying to tidy Lau's desk for her is a battle lost before it's even fought. That's what she says, like it was something from the art of war. That's what... One of Central's fisheye cameras, someone has covered it in tape.
Someone.
I trust Max, but I know Central would hear everything in cell headquarters.
You go. What's in here? Oh, this is the news. A little robot. Fulcrum Tower.
When people worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
His wife. Diksha Regis, beloved wife, brings to all that lives. Think of us not as engineers, but as artists.
It took a lot of work to make, but it was worth it. This engineered tree is the kind of memorial I think she'd appreciate.
A little save here.
Here goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Take a look at the plaque.
Viksha Regis, beloved... Oh. Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum canito and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
That's cool.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it. We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry.
You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the southeast barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived, either. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking, you put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going. You coming?
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
I can't ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
Your stomach lurches as you recognize the image. You know them, you've seen them before, but you hadn't remembered them by number. Whoever's calling you has 4 embryo containers of your own.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alracis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615 on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Giel Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
And what if I don't? That image could be a sim.
Apparently, you need more incentive not to waste my time. is gone. 3 remain. Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
Conflict brews in your mind and in your heart. Giving into blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you've worked for so many years to maintain.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
Deep.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Businesslike as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
Be right back.
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpse Bendurian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the 4th this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any,
or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
Sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a biobomber. The explosives are made of... they are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor. What's your take on it, Dr. Lau?
Honestly, it's looking pretty lousy for him. Doesn't look like he's got any human shields. I doubt an empty transit station was his intended target either.
Very astute.
Charlie, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
What? Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck. Hello?
Who's there?
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
The sight is distressingly familiar. The brace, the weakened bones, the signs of tampering in a young man that brings back memories long buried. It seems that the best hope would be to leverage what you know about him. Try to find some common ground.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there. It's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet you all, Thomas. So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
How's the scoliosis?
What?
And the osteoporosis, the rickets, and the diabetes.
How do you...
It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
It's a test of our faith. Only the truly worthy who can...
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones. The fact that you're a living, feeling, thinking human was merely an inconvenience.
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
How's the bomb trigger?
I used to work with guys like you a whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth. You've grown up with so many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
In an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck?
This wasn't where I was supposed to go. But even the original target, it doesn't seem to fit with God's plan. But if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself. Corpseman, the suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
Why wouldn't he just, like, set his explosion
Regis,
off?
that was amazing! Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on, we've got work to do. The Corpseman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
Elysium Tower, Penthouse Suites.
So, Vanderwall finally agreed to cooperate?
Yep, said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
Me? On my email. Read my email from here? Nope.
Nah, my apartment building's already got one. Vanderwall, you there? You sure he's in?
He told us to meet him here. Central hasn't logged any departures from this floor since this morning either.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
You've got a brain for wetware systems, right?
Don't you mean full of wetware systems?
Huh, this isn't just me being offensive. Can you have a word with the door controls?
I'll see what I can do. Got it. I reset the password. It's now password 1.
I'm just glad you're on our side now.
Damn straight. I could probably make a lot more money if I turned to crime.
Gail, you in here? Oh, excuse us, miss. I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We're cell agents. Miss, are you all right?
Is she covered in blood? Did you not notice the blood?
Regis, this is a synth. The look on your face is priceless. It's a very expensive one, but it's still a synth. And apparently out of charge.
Something else about it bothers me more.
I know. I sure hope that isn't blood.
Hello?
I think I know what's wrong with it. That's a very...
Jealous?
She's not my type. What do you think they use her for?
They may be married, but I wouldn't put it past them using her for other things than cleaning. There's a product marker on its back. S&S Synthetics.
They're not showing up on a net search. Maybe Vanderwall has more info on his terminal?
Good idea. We can see if we can get their help in extracting more from this machine.
See? I'm not just a pretty face. Jesus Christ.
What the hell happened in here?
Wow.
Did someone get to Vanderwall before he could talk?
Maybe it's a domestic gone bad? We should check around first.
What?
We need to get a look at it ourselves before the crime scene people wreck it.
Good idea.
Really?
Well, yes.
Who are you and what have you done with Charlie Regis?
What do you mean?
You're unusually cavalier today. You got something on your mind? I mean, I know you don't usually care what Central thinks about regulations, but...
This time, I think it could help us get a lead on our investigation. Besides, all the time we waste, the Mindjacker may have found their next victim.
I like this, Regis. Let's get investigating.
I feel glad that Max suggested it, not you. Now you have the free reign you need to find that device the voice wanted. Well, I just want to investigate what the fuck happened in here. The photo. Photograph of two men, a younger Giel and Dakare van der Waal, by an urban river. In the background, the Eiffel Tower is dwarfed by the illumined glass skyscrapers. The wedding. Wait, I didn't want to pick the hand up.
Giel van der Waal's cold, dead hand.
Well, I guess that could help us.
It's like they had an industrial accident.
In the bedroom?
It's like they had...
In the... This is Dakari Vanderwall, Giel's husband. I can see 4 gunshot wounds in his chest. It was either these or he drowned, but that's kind of academic at this stage.
Take the body with us.
There's something at the bottom of the pool. A pistol?
Our murder weapon?
One of them, maybe. It's too deep to reach.
Not without severely contaminating the crime scene anyway.
I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
Shall I trance it for you?
There's no such thing as comfortable ignorance anymore, is there?
Huh? You old people are weird.
I don't think I can justify taking that.
General mechanical error. Please ensure there are no obstructions to opening your system's wardrobe.
I think I'm carrying as much of Code
here. Now we should be able to.
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack in here. Ammunition, maintenance tools, cleaning spray, but no gun.
In their closet?
Maybe it's their outdoor gear. There's fishing equipment in here as well.
Are you taking stuff again?
It might be useful. Call it a hunch. There we go. Now it's got an enormous hook.
Get the gun out. Let's go fishing for guns.
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't catch that pistol at the bottom.
Well, do better? I don't know what to tell you. Let's add a hand to it. No. Photograph? No. Vanadium magnet or something. Biometric. Got that figured out.
It's definitely his hand, but the system won't recognize it.
That's okay. Special place. Oh, via. No. It's on the back of his piano. Wedding, 2071. Paris, right? Do I try Paris? Paris. Confirmed. Yeah, let's see if it works.
It's definitely his hand.
What? Got the password. I need.
Hello?
Powered up.
There's a product marker.
They're not.
Good idea.
See?
Is this refrigerator locked? Who the hell locks a refrigerator?
Maybe they've got really expensive tastes? Although, they've got the food machine as well. Perhaps they've got something else in there.
Combination lock.
Is this Who the?
Maybe. Although.
Hi, I'm Chefy. What can I get for you?
What's on the menu?
If you're feeling peckish, I could whip up some quail's eggs and white wine sauce. Or how about some nice tarte à l'orange?
Sounds better than what mine can do.
Or if you want some of Mr. Gill's favorite, I can always make toaster pastries.
Can you make barbecue brisket?
Sure can. American style.
That'll do.
Extra sauce.
You bet.
Protein complex A or B.
Pardon?
What protein complex do you want me to make the meat out of?
Beef?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any real beef.
Where's the beef?
How much did you set the Vanderwalls back then?
I'm only 410,000 quanta from all good retailers.
That's more than I make in a year.
These people can apparently afford the finer things.
I think that'll be worth it, though. Your salary in food machine?
Never mind.
Bye!
Knife and cooking gel.
I can't cut that.
This exothermic wetware gel is used for food preparation. The gel cooks food that is mixed with, releasing chemical energy as heat at desired temperature. So what is the... Probably need the hand to be about, what, 87 degrees? I don't remember. Alright, this probably... I don't remember what the human body is supposed to be at. 87. I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, let's try the hand now.
It's definitely his hand.
Okay, let's go a little warmer then.
That doesn't need... It's definitely...
Darn it, I have to look it up. What is the human body temperature? 37 degrees Celsius. 97, okay. My lack of general basic knowledge is pathetic. Bingo. Man, who would think I need outside knowledge for this game? We need to call S&S Synthetics.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking. Ah, Mr. Vanderwall. I trust everything is satisfactory.
Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a cell agent.
Oh my, yes. How may I help, Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the death of one of your clients, Gil Vanderwall.
Oh my, yes. That sounds terrible.
We've got your company's name linked to the synthetic in the apartment.
Oh my, yes, a repurposed IL-240 platform running a BN110187 update cycle. A maid, yes, and a very expensive one it was too, yes?
That looks like the one.
Oh my, yes, he purchased a complete body, though it looks like he had some afterwork done on it elsewhere, oh yes.
What kind of afterwork?
It looks like the personality was tooled elsewhere, yes. Likely to more particular tastes, yes.
Not something you'd do?
Mr. Regis, this is a family business, oh yes? We simply sell platforms.
Oh, yes.
We cannot be held responsible for alterations thereafter.
Oh, yes.
What can you tell me about this synth?
Everything up until its point of sale, oh my yes. We recently acquired a number of IL-240 platforms, formerly industrial models. With some cosmetic retooling, they're fit for a great many humanoid roles, oh my yes.
Like housework?
Oh my, yes! Like this platform, we sell many without including a personality. There are a great many legal and ethical restrictions on the sale of AIs within Newton. But if one were to acquire an AI mind state from elsewhere and incorporate it...
It leaves you completely blame-free for whatever's done with it.
Quite so, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes.
The synth in question is powered down. We need to ask it some questions.
It shall need to be revitalized then, oh my, yes. Likely it misgauged its own consumption rate, was unable to reach a charging point.
Is there any way to fix it?
Oh my, yes. You can remove the power cell from the upper torso. It will be concealed by the pseudodermal layer of outer skin, but this can be removed with a sharp implement.
So, I have to perform surgery.
You will need to remove the power cell and charge it separately. The platform should return to full operation thereafter, oh yes.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help, oh my, yes.
Someone actually talked like that?
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
Vodka. On the rocks. Twist of lime.
Regis?
Fine. Make it 2. There's been a bit of an incident. You don't happen to have seen what went on.
Hey, mister. I don't just go blabbing my customers' secrets like that.
He's bluffing. He never saw anything. You're just bitter you never left that wall.
Hey, it's a fine job I have here. I ain't seen nothing since Mr. Vanderwall got his wine out of the rack this evening.
I'll speak to you later.
I'll keep your tab open.
My drink. Drink.
What are you up to?
Just doing some surgery.
Alright, power cell. I think we need to charge outside.
We're already
charged up.
CI wetware systems
beginning reboot. Beginning recovery from
critical failure.
Basic input-output executing.
MBR unified bootloader executing kernel.
Kernel executing
SBININIT. Calibrating
CI state
with USD.
Oh, that is better. Bonjour, monsieur.
Hello. Who are you?
Je m'appelle Chantal. I am Monsieur Gale et Monsieur Decore's maid.
You're a synthetic maid?
Pardon, mademoiselle? I do not understand.
A synth.
Excusez-moi, what is a synth?
It certainly stays in character.
I help the masters with their household things.
And where were you made?
Mademoiselle, I was born in France.
Yeah, because all French people I know run on graphene power cells.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They are the best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
Are they really?
Quite so, monsieur. So loving. And with such exquisite taste.
Wow. They must have got this one customized for sycophancy.
Do you know anyone who might want to hurt them?
Oh no, monsieur. They are beloved by all.
What do you do around here?
I do the cleaning, the cooking, and the shopping.
And that's it?
Monsieur, it would not be proper for me to say.
So you are a sex bot.
Like,
Mon Dieu! How
her
dare you infer such a
facial
thing?
expressions change. She had like a real good smile on her face in that one. My partner did.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, I remember many things. My memory is holographic. But I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to consider.
Even if Cell requires it?
I cannot simply discuss what happens around here without his permission.
He certainly paid for loyalty.
It's so great that they have different animations for her. It's not animations, but art.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Monsieur?
Would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwald told you?
Anything?
Anything.
Monsieur, you should not ask such questions. I am just the maid.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Surely you realize, monsieur. All the best maids in the world, they are French.
And the best lovers, I hear.
What are you implying, mademoiselle?
I never had Gil down as quite such a francophile.
I am also very discreet, monsieur. When you care for someone's home, there are a lot of things that you hear.
Or do.
Mademoiselle, such slander. And even if true, I would not say. I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to think of.
What the hell happened upstairs?
How do you mean, monsieur?
The room's recent redecoration. Shades of Gil everywhere.
And the body of Dakari Vanderwall, shot to pieces in the tub. Any opinions on this?
Oh, monsieur, I cannot discuss this. I have been told, most strictly, not to discuss what goes on upstairs.
Even if it includes the double homicide of your owner?
I have my orders. What would Monsieur Gale think if I went against him?
Probably not a great deal anymore.
She doesn't quite seem to get what's happened.
Might not have been written with a comprehension of abstracts like death.
2 men have been killed upstairs. There's blood and human remains all over the room, and all over you. If you weren't directly involved, then you're at least a material witness.
I am sorry, monsieur. I cannot say what happens upstairs. Monsieur Gale, he values his privacy greatly.
How about we take you down to Cell and manually pull your memory apart?
Regis, it's a synth. Threatening it won't help.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
My pleasure to have helped, monsieur.
Okay. Need a gun. Should I give her the hand? Here.
Ah, Monsieur Gale would be happy to know you have found that. He is always losing things.
That's good.
I would always stay at home when they would go fishing. It gave me time to tidy.
Alright, what's next? I need to get that gun. Is there a magnet? Maybe ask about the refrigerator.
Is this who the hell?
Maybe they. Although.
Okay, body parts. Look at the jacuzzi.
I can just about make out a
Careful how you. You're the one who's always lecturing me about contaminating crime scenes with DNA, after all. Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't catch that pistol at the bottom.
A hook on it. What am I supposed to do?
An expensive.
I need a bait for the gun. Like, it's magnetic, right? Doesn't make any sense though. Maybe a basket.
They've got a.
Actually, no. They're all either a couple of years old or fabricated.
Weird. Maybe they're doing something to the wine.
Like what?
Well, say they were also adding amphetamines to it, for example. If they accidentally ruined it, it'd be better if it was a cheaper wine.
Howdy, partner.
What do you do here then?
Why, I'm the bartender. I fix up drinks for the fine folk who live here.
Anything else?
Anything else? Heck, drinks is a whole lot of stuff to know. Why, I'm the foremost expert on fine drinking in these here parts.
So if anyone wanted to know what to put into a drink...
They'd come to me, sure as shooting.
Vodka.
Read.
Fine. There's... you.
Hey, I don't...
You're just...
Hey, I ain't...
I'll speak...
I'll keep...
Yeah, put him up.
I can't cut that. That does...
That's a call. Tell their mom. That'd be fucked up. French Embassy. Dragon. Custodial repair.
Hey, Lau. Reckon the building's repair staff can deal with the synth maid?
I'd guess no. They're here for pipes and appliances.
Damn. Better think of something else.
Who's D?
If you need to buy some stuff, meet me at 12 a.m. under the 8th Wonder.
Sorry. Wrong number.
Good to know if you want to buy stuff. How's Body Shop?
Hey, this is Al's Body Shop. We've been shut down. So, if we got your stuff, we'll try to get to you, but who knows. This is the cops. You can kiss my...
Okay, yeah. Let's think here. Let's think. It's not helpful. Can't get into the fridge. Got the stuff out of the cabinets.
Lau, you there?
Regis? Right here.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
Max.
What do you make of the pistol in the pool?
Could be linked to the case. Perhaps a murder weapon? Going to wait for forensics to recover it?
Might be better to get it ourselves. It could be useful.
Well, I'm not going fishing around in there for it. You may be my boss, but there are limits.
The body is Dakari Vanderwall?
That's right. Big, fat Vanderwall's husband. Apparently shot several times and landed face down in the water. Ironic. He used to be an Olympic swimmer. Lived and died in the water.
You'd heard of him?
I used to follow his career when I was in the 100-meter freestyle team at Grove Academy.
Isn't Grove an all-boys school?
It is. And at the time, I fit right in.
Wait, you used to be male?
Surprised?
Well, I wouldn't have guessed.
I'll take that as a compliment.
That's an expensive synth they've got.
It can do all sorts. I tranced a demo. It's probably anatomically accurate, too.
Excuse me?
Well, they won't tell your secrets. You're not going to traumatize them, no matter what you do. So, Mr. and Mr. Vanderwall probably got it to join in once in a while.
But why would...
I forget, you didn't grow up with synthetics.
What do you think of the apartment?
Expensive and tasteless. I'm not keen on the decor either.
You mean the blood splatter?
No, the actual decor. I tranced an interview. Said his husband decorated it all. Apparently, this is just their city place. They've got a much larger house out in the savannah.
So he let Dakari run riot with the design here?
Apparently. He should have stuck to swimming.
Why do you think someone would lock their refrigerator?
Same reason you'd lock anything else. Something valuable inside it.
But what?
Some people keep wetware at low temperatures to stop GGs.
And GGs are?
Oh, gray goo. Catastrophic exponential reproduction. Under certain conditions, the fabricators and the wetware make more of themselves.
And low temperatures prevent that?
Not really, but higher temperatures definitely accelerate the growth. People like to think they're in control, though.
Any luck with the Mindjacker's airship?
Still nothing. Like I said, it just vanished.
And Central still claims there wasn't anything there at all.
But we saw it, Regis.
Exactly. Something's not right. I wonder if Central's hiding something.
Why do you hate Central, Charlie?
What? I don't hate Central.
You're always arguing with it. I've seen you sabotage more cameras than anyone. It does so much for Newton. The city runs like a well-oiled machine.
Maybe, but I think it's working in inappropriate areas.
What would count as inappropriate for a city coordinator?
Like this. Fundamentally, policing is a human matter. Machines and synthetics don't commit crimes. I don't expect them to be able to understand how perpetrators think and act.
So, you're old-fashioned. You'd rather not talk about it. Maybe later?
That's funny.
What do you make of the pistol in the pool?
Could be linked to the case.
Might.
Well, you make...
Yeah, we've already had this conversation.
How are you holding up?
I'm okay. A little hungry.
I meant about what happened at the station.
I think you did the hard work on that one. Don't let it go to your head, though. That bomber. He was American, wasn't he?
He certainly had the accent. Sounded Texan.
Did you know him?
Dr. Lau. Texas is an enormous place. I do not happen to know every single other person who lived there. And besides, I left well before he would have been born.
Do you ever regret doing that?
Not for a second. Especially after seeing how it's gotten now.
Oh. Texas. Racist.
There's more to what was between you and that kid, wasn't there? Like you said, you never met him before, but it seemed personal to you.
You're very perceptive, Dr. Lau. It's useful for an investigator.
You want me to stop asking?
There's a reason that kids like him, and hundreds others, exist. It's not because the seditionists thought that weaponizing the human body was the biggest innovation since air power, but the engineers that got to make these kids, for whatever reason, didn't say no.
Regis,
You could say I knew him too well, inside and out. That is what bothers me. Give me an update on the mind-jacking case.
Labs come back with the report on the body at Animus.
We can definitely link that one to our investigation.
Same MO. Victim was wired, brain burnt, but not consistent with a straightforward murder. More like a rapid, intrusive, and destructive brain scan.
So we're still going with memory theft rather than elaborate assassinations.
Exactly. No conclusive patterns on targets, I'm afraid. Vanderwall said he would give us a lead on the next victim, though.
So much for him retiring from organized crime. Keep at it, Max.
Can do, Regis.
Is this who
maybe
is who the
maybe
That's not going to get it open.
How do we get the fridge open? Come on, maid.
Bonjour,
Mr.
Thanks. We'll keep.
My pleasure.
That's stabber.
I know you're not keen on modern tech, but that's no reason to take it out on someone else's maid. Go and punch your food machine at home if you really feel like some Luddism.
I am stuck.
You've never struck me as much of an art lover.
I'm not so keen on this kind of thing. The mag coil keeping it floating, however.
Ah. That's what we needed.
There, a magnet at the end of a fishing line.
For catching submarines?
Yes, Matt. For catching submarines. How do you make it out of the academy? Kicking bodies. Saying dumb things like that. Jeez.
Got it.
The murder weapon?
One of them, anyway. Why is it in the jacuzzi, though?
What we really need is a witness.
Vanderwall's antique semi-automatic pistol. Probably not listed on the city's firearms register.
Shoot, Max.
What do you make of this?
It's a century-old Chinese copy of a 176-year-old U.S. handgun. It'll have escaped registration by being classed as an antique rather than a weapon.
Even antiques kill. Alright, so we need to open up.
You recognize this?
Perhaps, monsieur? but I should not discuss it.
You saw what happened.
Monsieur, I must not speak of what happens in the bedroom. Monsieur Gill has been quite clear.
Talk about taking orders too literally.
Okay, how do we get the fridge open? Break the food machine?
Hi, what can I...
What are...
I'm Chefy, your friendly food helper.
All right, what's this machine you come in?
This masterpiece is the THE Foods Gourmand Range Comestible Synthesizer. It's the best thing since sliced bread, which it even makes.
Sounds like it's trying too hard to be helpful.
I like helping. Helping is fun.
What's the difference between you and the one I've got at home, the J115?
Oh, I'm much newer. My dynamic protein stereolithography system means I can make nearly anything. I've got so much more flavor treatment. I can make just about any taste you desire.
What if I wanted some of that protein slop that mine makes?
Ugh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. But how about some truffles?
It's a snob then.
That's great.
Can you make chicken hacienda?
Of course.
How? I just made it up.
I can extrapolate what it involves based on your request, tone of voice, and dietary habits.
Sounds like this machine's worth its price.
Can you make Texas strip dumplings?
The best.
My grandma would contest that. Can you make chicken hacienda? How?
I can
sound.
Never mind. I can't cut that.
How do we get the fridge open?
Hey, Max.
What's up?
Why do you think someone...
Same
but
some
and
oh, under certain
and load
not people
keep at it.
can do.
What if I change the temperature of the fridge?
That's not going to get it open.
No. Combination lock built door. How would I open it? I mean, there is a date on here. 2071 maybe?
That's not going... Is this refrigerator?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe I have
Is
to
this
click on that lock.
Who the...
Maybe. Although.
No. Let's call Mom.
I think we'd better save that call for after we understand what's going on.
We're sorry, but the number you've dialed is no longer in service. Goodbye.
Oh yeah. Let's do it here.
Nah, my...
We're leaving already?
No.
Just checking it's...
Yeah, just check it's still there.
We're already in.
Get that fridge. No one's talking to me about the fridge.
Thanks.
Nothing helpful.
Howdy.
There's been a bit of... You don't...
Hey, man, I don't...
He's... You're...
Hey, I ain't...
There's been... You...
He's... You're...
Hey, I ain't...
I'll speak...
You don't know anything. Just keep calling the numbers. Let's miss something.
Please state your name, age, clothing, skin color. Your location will be triangulated shortly.
you.
Thanks for calling Blackmail R Us. Don't ask us how we get it, and we won't ask you why you need it. How can I help you?
Sorry, wrong number.
Max, I really need you.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
What do you think happened, from what we've seen so far?
The marks on the gun suggest Vanderwall shot his husband.
And the walls, and the windows, the bed, the door, the pictures.
Maybe a domestic dispute? We don't really know how things were here.
He wasted a lot of shots. Do you think he missed all those times?
Or he was shooting at something else and happened to hit Dakari.
Whoever did your changeover must have been one hell of a engineer. What was it? Baseline resequence with a pseudoviral vector?
The field's come a long way since you were in med school, Regis. Took a few other procedures as well. Newton's the best place in the world for that kind of work, though.
Can't argue with the results, though.
You frequently do, almost every day.
You know what I mean. You'd never mentioned the sex change before.
Well, it's never come up. You're not much for small talk. I understand how personal that garden is to you. And I appreciate how difficult it probably was to open up about it.
So you thought you'd reciprocate with something in your own past?
Pretty much, yeah.
Thanks, Max. Why do you think so?
Same,
but
some
and
oh, understood.
And load.
Not people like
Keep at it.
Can do.
Hey, this one makes its plates out of porcelain.
And in a place like this, I'll bet it doesn't even have protein mash on its menu.
Hey.
And in a
Vanderwall's antique semi. That's not going to get it open.
It's going to get the fridge open. You're the detective, not me.
An expensive fishing rod with a powerful magnetic coil as bait. A human hand covered in thermal gel from the kitchen. It's warm enough that it might almost still be alive.
Might have to Google a hint. Checking here one more time. There,
See anything interesting?
There's an empty ammunition.
body parts. What am I missing?
I have no idea.
Shall I try?
There's
Huh? You?
I don't think I can. If there's anything else in there, it'll be the forensic team's job to find it. It's like they had
in the
I'm gonna have to Google it. I don't know. I don't have any idea how to get that fridge open.
a human, a kitchen knife, Vanderwall. That's not going to.
You can tell me, like, I can't look at the fridge for like a manufacturer to figure it out. Right. I need a hint. enter some personalities into the maid. What? How do I even get the personalities?
Stepford and Sons, Liam Step.
We believe this synth to be a material witness, or involved, in a murder.
Oh my, no!
It's unwilling to cooperate with us, though. Vanderwall seems to have ordered it to remain silent about certain areas of his home.
Oh my, secrecy is one of many reasons that users opt for non-OEM personalities. If you wish, I could have one of my engineers disassemble its mind state in order to recover memories. This may take several hours, depending upon the algorithm used for laying down synaptic engrams.
I'm afraid time is a critical factor, Mr. Stepford. Is there any way I can do it here?
Oh, there may be. Oh my, yes. I shall transfer you the necessary tool.
Here we go.
What's this splitter for?
CI platform minds are modular, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes. All are made of 3 components: personality, role, and platform memory. The maid's desire not to tell you likely stems from her personality.
So if she had a different personality...
Something more helpful?
She might tell us what we need to know.
It may not be quite so simple, but that is the fan.
Where would I find
any other platform? It is not...
Yeah, I know what to do. Alright.
That's all.
Alright, Mind Splitter. Let's take... Drink Machine's personality. Alright, let's go get the food machine. And the maid. Alright, personality. Let's go with the barman. Memory, we want the maid. Role, we want the maid.
Hey, y'all.
Hello? Who are you?
I'm the hired help.
You're a synthetic maid?
I clean up around here. Them boys are messy. Need a woman's touch around here.
Well, this is different.
Oh, but being that it's a barmaid, probably isn't going to tell us what happened. But...
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Nope.
So, this platform was restricted in terms of what it can do?
Nope.
Huh?
Never had them in the first place.
Must have been a customized personality.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Believe it or not, bartenders gotta be pretty smart.
Like a chemist mixed with a therapist.
Then shaken and stirred.
Exactly. People gotta trust their barman to know what he's talking about. How they gonna do that if they don't sound the part?
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Son, there's nothing I'd like more than to help a lawman. But sometimes a man's confidence is more important. What happens upstairs, well, that's between me and the Vanderwalls.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're a strange pair.
We can tell that from the decor.
They're trying to get away from their connections to organized crime.
You've overheard a bit about this.
Oh yeah, they've been trying to go legit for years. But with Gil, it was always just one more job.
What do you do around here?
I'm the maid. I clean up around this here dump. I lend a woman's touch to these boys' place.
You don't sound very feminine.
Well, excuse me, but which one of us is wearing a dress?
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Y'all come back real soon.
Great. Let's put the chef in there. Yeah, Cheffy.
Hi!
Hello?
Hi.
Who are you?
Well, when they get messy, right?
Right.
I clean up the apartment, right?
Right.
And anything else that needs doing around here. I'm here to make everyone happy, whatever it takes.
Jeez, it's like giving amphetamines to a synth.
No wonder they only keep this personality in food machines. Have you had your safety protocols removed?
What's a safety protocol?
It stops you hurting people, or doing things you're not supposed to.
Why would I want to do that? That'd be real mean of me.
Yes, but sometimes there are accidents.
This platform's got nothing like that. But I'm not gonna hurt nobody.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh, ooh, ooh!
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't wholly compatible. I need something to help me remember.
You're asking for a bribe?
Oh, Regis.
I just need one of those
Mnemonics?
Yeah, that's it!
So, something that'd help jog your memory about what happened.
Yeah, that's it!
Maybe we could use something from the scene.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're great fun. I like them a lot.
Any other thoughts on them?
I like you guys too. You're fun as well.
Is there anything you don't like?
Nope.
Thanks. We'll keep...
Have a...
Okay. Unlocked achievement, 3 in 1. Let's try the hand first.
Hey, that's Mr. Giel's hand. Where'd he leave that?
What?
They had a great time back then. That's why they wanted a French maid. Oh.
Oh?
I remember. There was something about that and Mr. Giel.
Go on.
No, I'm sorry. There was something about his wine. But I'm afraid my thing is food, not drink. I don't know a thing about what they were doing to it.
Maybe we should ask someone who knows their booze?
So we need the memory, role of the barman, memory of the maid, and the chef as personality.
Does this ring any bells?
Oh, yeah! It's what Mr. Giel used when We were all up in the bedroom earlier this evening.
You're worrying too much.
You promised me that you'd gotten out of it.
I have. This was merely a favor for an old friend.
And look where it's gotten you.
They were arguing about something. It sounded big.
Don't you think I know what this could mean? You asked me to talk to that damned cell agent, and I agreed. You see what I do for you?
I know. And I knew you'd do the right thing eventually.
It's not just because it's the right thing, or because you asked. It's because of what it would mean to the whole city.
Mr. Giel was grumpy, but not at Mr. Dakari so much. Then he asked for some of his special wine.
Chantel, be a dear. Bring me my wine.
This was the lousy stuff they've got in the wine rack.
To law and order.
Yeah, but he puts extra things in his wine as well.
Giel, what's wrong?
It must have been my... What is this?
What's what?
Mr. Giel seemed to be real worried about something.
Who are you?
Giel, what are you doing with that gun?
Stay away. Don't come any closer. Ah! No! Get off me! Chantel!
He sounded like he was in trouble.
Get it out of me!
He kept telling me there was something in him. I asked what he meant.
It's inside me! Get in there and get it out!
And the maid's personality. She'd have done anything he asked.
Wow.
I didn't find anything, though.
So Vanderwall had a hallucinatory freakout.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting in the wine. We'd better find out what it was.
Oh, I know! I know everything about drinks! Mr. Gill was buying up cheap wine and using wetware to artificially age it.
Wetware?
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator.
Ow! Geez, what is that? Can't you hear it?
It sits in the fridge. It's a memory module. The strange configuration. Based on what you were told, you're certain that it is what the blackmailer was after.
There! The wetware on the middle shelf. It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted.
Not anymore, it doesn't. It's been reprogrammed. That memory module's broadcasting a signal. The wetware in the refrigerator's interpreting it as an order to reformat itself.
So it stopped being a wine aid and ended up a powerful hallucinogen?
Looks that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts.
Hey!
We're heading back to cell. A forensics team will be here in a while. Just don't try to make, cook, or clean anything while we're gone, okay?
I got it!
Autopsy lab. CEO command office.
You found him.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. Why would it do this? I stopped him.
Charlie.
I promised him I could help, and then it did this to him.
Maybe it's trying to hammer home the message. After all, Central didn't ask you to talk him out of it. It said neutralize.
Why would it be so?
Dr. Regis.
You. Soulless. Callous. I promised him!
His euthanasia was a necessary measure. 75% of the captured bombers have attempted self-immolation in custody. The risk of repeating such an action was unacceptable.
He wouldn't have.
Whatever the case may have been, cell command offices are now safe from...
Central?
Uh-oh.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Localized E-war attacks detected within heuristic barrier systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
Sounds like I'm needed. Remember, no matter what Central says, you've done a great job today.
Fuck Central. Fucking assholes.
It's a volumetric hologram. Even I know I can't actually grab it. They've holomapped his bone structure. Years of gene tampering left this kid's bones weakened and warped all around his body. The X-ray shows I was right. He had the spinal brace for scoliosis. It's a symptom of the genetic adjustments made to his bones.
Oops. Suspect terminated in process of security actions at Barber's Gate Transit Station.
Apparently, the high quantities of explosives in his bones was giving him joint problems. Poor kid must have been in a lot of pain. They've been using drones like that for auto or telepresence surgery since I was a kid. Looks like it's finished with the autopsy. It's operated by Central. There isn't...
Am I supposed to do anything here?
Better not touch it. Lau's probably got her own plans for it.
Yeah, I bet she does. messages. Oh, sure, I make go that way.
Hey, kid. You alright? They picked this guy up last night. He's got something in his wiring that might be contagious. I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid. The strangely configured memory module demanded by the blackmailer. It gives Lau a headache when she's too near it, suggesting it's broadcasting a signal that her wetware is picking up. I don't even know what this thing is.
Probably check the module out. Is it on the maid?
I don't even know what this thing... I don't even know...
Nope. Guess I need to call the blackmailer.
What the hell is this?
It is what you saw earlier to show you two things. Firstly, it serves to prove what I have in my possession. Second, that you must be very careful what you say when you speak with me.
I have the memory module from Vanderwall's place.
Good. Place it on the bench in your garden.
Okay, module's in the garden.
Excellent. I'm sending you an address. It's a dump of a studio apartment out in the barrel. The occupant is on vacation. I want you to destroy it.
Excuse me?
Procure an explosive device, plant it within his apartment.
Theft of evidence is one thing, but I will not destroy an apartment.
Come now, Doctor. What would Viksha think? You're putting pride before the safety, the lives of your children.
How do I know you won't just, like this one, You
don't. This is the best chance you have of their survival in any case. Destroying an unoccupied apartment, that's all I ask.
Well, I don't want to. Alright, fine.
It's empty.
Guess we get explosives. In the body. These are tools. Where are your tools from?
Huh. I guess I should have turned these over to the evidence locker.
I'm just carrying a hand around with me. That seems normal. Body has not had a great deal of examination. He supposed they were being careful about the potential volatile nature of parts of its body. Make a slice along its thigh and pull this femur loose.
A human femur from the engineered suicide bomber's remains. Because of his parental genetic tampering, it's packed with explosive nitrate compounds. I can't figure that out.
Right, but let's pretty much that apartment, huh? I just want to plant a bomb. Probably in the food machine, right? Making it stable, probably with temperature. That was that explosion from the start of the game, maybe? Oh.
Got it.
100. Meeting of minds.
It'd be an understatement to say it's been a bad day.
No kidding. I sure wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, I've got a few problems, but I'm not going to let them threaten what I care about any longer.
You say that, but I think you're yellow.
Hey, I've got a plan.
If you're so decisive, why haven't you unfrozen any of those embryos?
It's been 20 years, Regis.
You know who it is, Dr. Regis. There's only one person it could be, isn't there?
You think it's Baxter?
Well, you certainly do.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Where are they, you son of a bitch?
I saw your handiwork and was most impressed.
So you'll give them back?
I'm sending you an address. You'll find your reward there.
Wait. Baxter?
Sure enough, the tracker shows the call's location, the office of the now paroled Dr. Adam Baxter.
How is this possible? Traveler, begin recording. Lau, if you're listening to this, well, it means they've caught me. It wouldn't be right if I couldn't explain things to you, though. I've been blackmailed, with the lives of my kids. I traced the calls the blackmailer made. There's only one man who would have done this. And yet, thanks to the neural governor, he's also the only one who never could have. I've got to see that justice is done. Good luck, Max.
Jesus Christ. Guess I'm gonna go shoot this guy. But there was actually decisions we made in this game.
Hey, Charlie.
That's Dr. Regis, Corpseman.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Regis. Sir, I need your help, Doctor. Rescue brought someone in, but I'm not qualified to take the statement.
I'm very busy, Corpseman. Can't you find Santiago or Lau?
No, sir. They're still in the AR lab, trying to fight off the heuristic attack. It'll only take a second, sir.
Fine.
Oh, thank you, sir. I've been panicking all evening about it. She's in the waiting room at the end here.
I love the walk cycle. Boop, beep, beep, beep.
Oh, hey, some service. These flexes are broken. I can't input anything.
That's because they're not flex screens. They're sheets of paper.
Paper? What is this, the Dark Ages?
Hi there. Can you tell me what happened?
No hanging around with you, is there?
Can I take your name and SOC number?
Sesame Ladha SN 134244.
That's a nice name. Indian? Sri Lankan?
Dunno. Raised by the city. Why do you care?
My wife was Sri Lankan. She always... Oh, you don't care, do you?
That obvious?
Any aliases? Net, trance, flow, those sorts of things?
Mandala.
Your health status?
Dunno.
How do you not know that?
Been busy. Only come out to eat.
You're a thrall. Shall I put net addict then?
Put what you want. I don't care.
Where do you live?
The trance.
And where is your physical address?
Well, it was 13E8682 Zeus Street.
Excuse me?
13E8682 Zeus Street?
Why are you here at Cell?
They didn't tell you? Someone cut my network and locked my apartment. I just about managed to crack the door when the whole damn place exploded.
Exploded?
Sure, I didn't like the place, but I didn't do it. Hey, is there a net connection here? I haven't been able to hook up for hours.
Excuse me.
So, can I go?
Corpseman, the girl in there's life may be at risk. Do not let her leave without authorization from myself or Dr. Lau.
Can do, Dr. Regis.
It's just got
Empty apartment, my ass. That girl was locked in there. That asshole knew what would happen when He wanted her killed. I know what he has against me, but why her as well?
Why is this taking so long?
Was she
Can I get back in the
below?
trance yet?
because that was a different apartment.
It won't bring up the menu. The insert coin message on the screen is in the way. It won't bring up...
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
So, Agent,
Just Corpseman, actually. Quince. What's your name?
Sesame, Latha.
Nice to meet you, Miss Sesame. Pardon my asking, but you were raised by the city, weren't you?
You read that on my file?
Nah, I was too.
No way.
Yeah, we're practically family.
Who was that guy who came in?
Oh, Charlie? He's one of the most experienced agents in Cell. A lot of people have trouble getting on with him, but he's just businesslike.
It sounded like he was panicking about something.
I've never thought of him as someone who gets worried. Grumpy a whole lot of the time, sure.
So, how'd you know I was raised by the city?
It was a guess, but your name was a clue. You ever notice how they always assign kids names from nature? Quince, Sesame. We even had a pomegranate in my center.
Huh. I suppose that's true. Never met any with any cool names, though. No tigers or anything.
Yeah, I don't think they do the extinct ones, though.
Aw, tigers are extinct.
So, how'd you end up working for Cell?
I'm not sure, really. Kinda drifted in. Most of the kids from my center ended up here. Monroe Center, down by the coast, that is. Where'd you grow up?
Taylor, near the lake. Most of us just ended up on Skanto, unemployed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Personally, I think us city kids should stick together. There are so many of us, we'd be a force to be reckoned with.
So, what's your first name, Mr. Corpseman Quince?
It's Amadi, an Angolan name. Apparently that's where my family came from, but I've been here as long as I can remember. The first names are always from kids' cultural backgrounds. What about Latha? Is that, Indian?
Dunno. Probably. I came with a refugee shipment from the war. You ever feel like exploring your roots?
Not really. I grew up here. Newton is my home.
Yeah. There isn't really much for me in the old country either. Except thousands of kilometers of radioactive hot zone. Why are you keeping me in this cell? I haven't done anything!
Oh, this isn't a cell. The cells are only 2 cubic meters.
That's not the point! I didn't break the law!
It's for your own safety. Charlie's asked to make sure you stay here until he gets back.
I don't feel very safe. My apartment exploded.
Oh, ouch. Was it a nice place?
Well, no, but that isn't the point.
Accidents like that happen sometimes. At least Cell were able to get you out.
I'm not sure it was an accident. My connection was cut and my doors were locked before it happened.
Who'd want to hurt you, though?
That's just it. I don't know who. I mean, I've pissed people off in net matches sometimes, but this? I'm starving. It's been days since the last time I ate.
And was that because you were deep in the trance?
That's not the point. I couldn't get the food machine in here to work.
Oh yeah, they take tokens.
It's good.
Here,
It's very good.
You'll be able to get yourself something.
Cool story.
Is it any good?
I like the voice acting.
What kind of machine do you have at home?
The kind that came in Skanto apartments.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, kind of about that.
I've been in here for hours. The guy in the bed isn't much company. What is there to do?
There's the terminal. You could check the news.
Ugh, I can't stand this much of the real world. It's so slow.
I'm sorry. People don't usually spend so long in here. It's just taking a bit longer than usual.
I need to get back in the trance. How can I make a connection?
Sorry, we don't allow trans connections from inside Cell.
What? That's inhuman! I have rights, you know!
Not to an internet connection, you don't.
Come on, I could just hook something up through that terminal.
I'm sorry, but it's for security.
Thanks for that.
Anytime. Just call if you need anything. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. It's really well made.
What's this recipe?
My wetware's dried up. All I've got left is the crusty layer stuck to my hands. I don't have enough wetware to form a connection with anything. It won't bring up the menu. The insert coin message on the screen is in the way.
Got food, and I have a metal fork. Oh, they gave me metal in here. Nice.
Hey,
What?
would you mind not doing that?
Doing what? I wasn't doing anything.
I can see you, you know. The camera's there for your own safety.
Fine. I'd better find a way to fix that. I could probably pop it open if I could reach it properly. Huh? Fixed to the floor. What? Drink straight from it? I don't think I can fill that up.
Hey, what did you do? I've lost the feed from the camera.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, jeez, Charlie's gonna kill me. Why did you do that?
I like my privacy.
Just don't do anything stupid, okay? Please?
Alright, can't see me now. Let's...
There. The table has been freed.
What am I doing with the table?
I can't reach it from here.
Get on the table.
It's broken, but I can't pull it off by hand. Ah! Ouch!
Why did I do that? Ouch.
I think it looks better without the screws.
I don't know why I took the screws.
Huh?
Remove the trash can.
Better not. I might need it.
That's what I need the trash can for.
What? Drink.
I wonder if the other machine. After this weirdo.
Hello? Huh. Guess he doesn't feel like talking. Prying it open with a...
Oh, blue cup. Get some water. Good offer.
I can't use it like that.
Let's see what he does. Good
You
idea.
want this? Huh. Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
Yes, no, maybe some water.
I can't use...
Oh, because I want his sheet.
You want this? Huh. Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
Still his sheet. Oh, now I feel
A
bad.
rubbery plastic sheet? Why would he have needed... Oh, ew!
Oh, great.
I can't read...
That's great. There's an unusual stain on the sheet.
I can't use it like...
Let's make
I've given it a handle made of that plastic rubbery sheet.
There we go, some insulation.
Ah! Ow!
Heck.
I've already... Anything else and I'll probably burn down the building.
Just gonna pour water in here?
I can't use it like...
Use the coins.
It doesn't take coin. It looks like a fire hazard. It's spitting sparks everywhere.
Why would I want to generate a fire?
I've already... Anything else and I'll probably...
Need sparks for something. Oh. Wants me to actually start a fire. Oh, and put it in the trash can. Maybe.
I think it looks better. As much as I'd like to, there must be something worse I can do to it. I can't reach.
Paper in here? Yep.
This kind of sums up my feelings about paperwork.
Okay, and have a burned piece of
I
paper.
can't use it.
Do something with.
I think it looks better.
Air vent. There we go.
I can't reach. I think it
table.
looks. I think it looks.
Move the table.
I can't. They must. I think it looks better. The table's only got one leg, but it looks pretty strong.
Why can't I move it?
I can't use it. What? What?
I'm down here now.
Huh? I guess that's sorta safer. I think it looks better.
Oh no, I don't want to climb up here. I want you to
The
move
table's
the
just
table.
like the rest of Cell. Gray, functional. The table. I can't. Prying it open with a fork won't.
I'm not getting what I'm supposed to do. Oh, pull table. There we go.
It's not my job to put it out. Better not. I might. It won't bring up the menu. It's like built into the wall. If I wanted to get through, I'd need to cut it out. That's not going to help. They must have huge vents in this building.
Cut it out.
It won't bring up the menu.
How would I?
Better not. I might.
Probably maybe have to pickpocket the garb. Then. Maybe yes,
It's not my job to.
how do I call the guard again? Machine, screen. Is it the screen? Yeah.
Hi there.
Can I speak?
Sure.
Sorry about messing up the room.
Charlie's not gonna be happy, but I've seen worse. At least it's not hard to clean, all this concrete.
Thanks for that.
Anytime. Just call.
You don't care that I started a fire, broke a light, moved the table?
It won't bring up the menu.
No.
Hi there.
Can I?
Sure. What? Oh, come on. Look, can you move the table, please?
That didn't work. Okay, table getting hot now.
There's no more room to pull. I think it looks better without this.
Table getting hot.
I can't.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that. Move this back over here. I was thinking I would like waft the fumes through that vent. Why would I
That'd be
even
a
do
really
this?
roundabout way to get some hot water.
Yeah, no. Nope.
Better not. I might... I can't reach it from here.
Put the sheet over the vent so that the room fills up with smoke.
That's not going to help me get...
No.
That's not going...
That was a really good idea. Broken light. Let me pour water on it or anything. Why would I put...
Not from a...
Why would I put the fire in the trash can? What was the point?
That'd be a really round... What? Drinks... I can't use... That's cool. I've put some of it in the cup.
Oh, so now I have a cup full of water and food.
What am I making? Soup?
I don't know. You tell me what you're making.
Prying it open with a fork won't...
You're the one that's having me do all this weird stuff. Maybe now I give it to the guy.
You want this? Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
No.
Doesn't look like it.
Put this in the vent.
That's not going to help me. Ugh, how much of this slop do I want in my pockets?
Blue hand thing. Oh, no. Oh, maybe...
Everything I can scrape off my hands is in the cup.
Okay, so now I have a cup full of that goo, some food, and some water.
Doesn't look like...
What the hell's the point?
Let's see if this works.
Okay, yeah, nice call. 80
Easy.
minutes later.
Nothing stands between me and my trance.
Oh, I just made some wetware. Because that's what happens here. Huzzah, huzzah.
Either it's got some pretty tough shielding, or it's too old to be compatible. From the look of it, I'd say the second one.
Alright, so now I have some wetware. I can interact with things. Let's try the...
I don't think I can fill that up.
Maybe the air vent? Oh no, the screen.
Got it. I can feel the net on the other side.
Oh, this entire time she was just trying to get into trance. And she didn't need to escape.
Alon wasalam.
Hi? I'm looking for the internet. Are you tapping the line as well?
Indeed I am, except we appear to be doing it from opposite directions.
You're a hacker.
That sounds so crude.
The sort who prefers to be called an adventurer?
I'm merely a concerned citizen. You can call me Jinsel.
I'm Mandela. This looks a lot like the kind of place I used to live.
It ought to. It was right above your own. In fact, we're trying to reconstruct the data from moments before the blast.
You know where I live?
We wouldn't be taking our responsibilities seriously if we didn't. We also know that it appears you've been targeted deliberately. These are shots we've been able to recover of the man who planted the bomb.
That's the guy I spoke to.
You know him?
Yeah, he's the cell agent who interviewed me. He left like an hour ago. Why do you think it was me they were aiming for?
We hear things. We're also aware that prior to the blast, you were trapped.
Yeah, someone cut my connection and locked the door.
It would appear that you were being kept in place until the bomb was planted.
They probably could have just done it. I'd have been in trance for hours.
They had to be certain. But now that you've escaped, it appears that your life is still at risk.
Why would a cell agent be trying to kill me?
Often, Central's plots are unclear. This, however, is too direct and destructive for how Cell works.
You think it's personal, then?
In any case, he knows where you are and that you survived.
He's also got me trapped in one place again.
Then it's imperative that we help you to escape. Our agent may be able to help you with that. He is close at hand.
Wait, the guy in the cell with me? Blonde pseudo-leather jacket got the shakes?
That would be Guy, yes. He's acting as one of our relays within Cell.
You think he can help me get out?
We work within our own specialties, and his is Cell. If anyone were able to furnish a means for you to escape, it would be him.
Looks like a partially built sim.
Indeed, we're using a number of different sources to reconstruct a scene. Cameras, chromatographs, even the charge variances and wiring.
So why are you hooked up to Cell? No offense, but you'd have to be crazy to hack Central.
Fortunately, Central is indisposed. An initial attack appears to have crippled it.
Ah, so lots of opportunists are trying their luck while the security's weak.
Precisely. I was assembling this sim at the same time, when you joined it through an outbound port.
Who do you run with? Collective? A nun?
We're a circle of truth seekers and underground journalists. We go by Jahilia.
Never heard of it. What's it mean?
Well, who controls the media today?
Chishiki? They're the biggest.
Exactly. Chishiki, whose name means knowledge. Except in this knowledge, there's nothing but trivia and lies. So where will people find the truth?
On the internet?
No, that's not quite it. Jahilia means ignorance. It's meant to be ironic.
Oh, I see. Even though you are on the internet, trance, that sort of thing, right?
I suppose. Anyhow, that's beside the point.
I'd better disconnect and see if your guy can help me get out.
Bit Tawfiq, I've sent you the location to find us at. I'll be here should you require any further assistance in your escape.
Anderson.
No doubt about it. This is the one who spoke to me. I've got a question.
Yes?
What's Guy's job then?
He's a good friend of our cause, works as a relay. We keep a connection open to him, and he finds a way to get as physically close as possible to secure systems.
He looks like he could do with your help.
His link was lost several hours ago.
The Trojan psychophage he's infected with.
He has used some risky tactics for getting inside Cell before. While successful, it appears that his work may have overcome him.
What's your beef with Cell anyway? It must be something pretty big to go after one of the most secure systems in the world.
In an organization like ours, the word secure raises red flags. The mere fact that Cell is so opaque tells us they've something they feel worth hiding.
I've never had any problems with them. They seem to do all right running the city.
As long as you remain within your ever-flexible world of the trance, certainly. You may, however, miss that which happens in the tangle of the real that Central controls. And today there was an opportunity we just couldn't pass up.
Something's wrong with Central. Did you do it?
Not us. We've never seen anyone quite so devastatingly successful. A multi-vector heuristic denial of service attack against Central's inner systems.
But for that you'd need thousands.
Hundreds of thousands of systems well prepared, working in synchronicity. Or access to its innermost workings. It's almost too good to be true, all of Central down at a moment's notice.
How's the city still running?
They'll have auxiliary mechanisms in place. Newton's autonomic nervous system to Central's higher brain functions.
But with Central suddenly down, Cell's security system was weaker than ever.
Precisely. An opportunity that Jahilia couldn't pass up.
This apartment looks almost exactly like mine. Well, except for all the data artifacts. And it's cleaner.
Not surprising, since it was right above yours.
Are you sure that agent wasn't targeting this apartment?
Unlikely. The occupant was away long-term. Together with trapping you within your apartment and outside of the trance.
Yeah, I thought so. Just hoped it might be someone else they were after. Then I could get back to my trance.
But why were they
Any idea why they're after me?
Have you been hacking anyone you shouldn't have?
Nobody who tried to kill me anyway. Could it be related to Cell? It was an agent who planted the bomb.
Not directly. If it was, they'd have finished you rather than keeping you prisoner. I have some theories as to what's going on, but we'll know more for certain later.
Once you've had a chance to pull data out from Central while it's down.
Exactly.
Guy's going to help me get out, but what then? I can't exactly go home anymore.
We have much to discuss, and that would be better done at a secure site. There are a number of terminal nodes we use as drop points. One of those will suffice. But remember, do not access the trance on the net until we confirm it's safe.
I read Shishiki sometimes. What's wrong with them?
That depends. If you want the banal and the trivial, they're absolutely fine. By having a stranglehold on the world's media industry, they are capable of controlling what the majority of the population are aware of.
Are they lying to us?
No, merely deceiving.
Huh?
What they want people to know, they'll report wholly, truthfully, and factually. This is how they've established their credibility. If they or their allies wish something to be suppressed, they have thousands of hackers on staff to destroy systems that pose a threat.
You're kidding.
Not at all. They lead the world in private sector espionage through a number of subsidiaries. As far as Jahilia are concerned, the things most worth knowing are those that others wish hidden. That is why we work against Chishiki, to ensure that the world knows the whole truth.
You're occupying this terminal's internet port. Mind if I connect to the trans through you?
I'm sorry, that's not possible.
Oh, come on, man. I'll only be a few Gbps. I haven't been on in, like, hours.
I can assure you, the trance won't be going anywhere without you.
Come on, I need to get back in there.
I'm sorry, I have to keep this port open for our data miners. Plus, it may not be safe for you.
They've already got me in here. What's the worst that could happen?
Think it through. If whoever has been targeting you notices you've come back online...
They'd realize I was still alive.
And exactly where you are. I'm sorry, but until we find out exactly who they are and what they want, you're going to have to remain out of the trance.
Thanks.
F1.
Diction strong. I need to make sure that played out. Gotta play the character.
Hello? Guess he doesn't feel like talking. He looks sick. I hope I don't catch anything off him.
Whoa.
Hello?
Hi there.
Can I speak?
Sure.
What's wrong with that guy on the bed? He hasn't said a word in hours.
We're not sure. He was picked up on the street yesterday. It looks like he's come down with a psychophage issue.
So you're just ignoring him?
Well, there's not much we can do until we know what it is.
Why let it show symptoms? Why not connect someone?
All of our Infowar teams are busy with the... never mind.
Thanks for that.
Anytime. Just call if you need anything.
Gotta glue him up. Some glue on him.
Got it. I've made a connection with his neural hub. Hi there.
Oh, hey. Make yourself at home. Everyone else seems to in here.
I'm Mandela.
Guy, I'd shake your hand, but, well...
Jinsel says hi.
Oh, does she? Tell her she owes me double for this one. I lost touch with her hours ago.
She says you know a way out of here?
Well, sure. It's even easier when Central's down. Of course, I'm gonna need something from you.
You alright?
Oh yeah, just peachy. Well, I would be if that imposter would go away.
I am not an imposter. I am the real.
Host name.
You alright?
Oh yeah, well,
How'd you wind up like this?
Well, you know that urban myth about the human resources Trojan?
The one that makes you move to China and join a factory collective?
Turns out, it's not a myth. If I'm correct, Cell have brought me in for treatment.
That's a good thing, right?
Well, duh. I don't want to work in a Han factory.
All glory to the Greater Han Republic.
Shut up!
It's great.
What's with Pinocchio?
It's a disguise. Normally, by this stage, the Trojan is in control of its host motor functions. It makes a really clumsy mind state echo of the host, then uses it to try to make a convincing flight to Greater Han.
He didn't look like he's in control in meat space.
Peace, bread, and work in the Greater Han Republic.
It's kind of a stalemate at the moment.
He's taken to bombarding you with propaganda instead?
It thinks it can wear me down.
Long life and prosperity to our beloved land of Greater Han.
So, why are you in a cell in Cell with a broken Trojan in your head?
I'm acting as a relay for pirated connections into Cell.
That sounds dangerous.
Pays good, though.
Money is the yoke of capitalism.
Thing is, it's been harder and harder to get into Cell HQ.
So you infected yourself with this?
They have to bring in someone with something like this. Even if they can't treat it, they can at least quarantine.
Giving you an ideal spot to relay signals through your neural wiring.
Exactly.
Fine. What is it you want?
I need an edge to help me get rid of the chatterbox. For that, I need epinephrine. See if you can get them to bring any in.
And if they don't?
You look clever. You can probably find a way to make it.
Substance abuse is the curse of the working classes.
Why do you want this stuff?
The people here don't exactly know what they're doing. Cell's treatment might work, or I might walk out of here and straight to Greater Han. The epinephrine will give me enough of a boost to make sure it's me who wins the battle.
We must persevere in the great revolutionary struggle.
Plus, it's the kind of thing that most chemical synthesizers can make.
Wait, like a food machine?
Probably.
Don't go anywhere.
Ha, you're funny.
Okay, so I need to somehow get into the food machine. How do I do that?
I don't think this can store it.
I don't think this worked.
Either it's got some pretty tough shielding, or it's too old to be compatible. From the look of it, I'd say the second one.
Maybe the water dispenser?
I don't think I can fill that up.
I guess it's not a computer. Trash can?
Better.
Camera. I just need to talk to cell officer.
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
The guy in the bed? I know what's wrong with him. He's contracted a human resources Trojan.
How would you know this? Have you been trancing with him? Because then we might have to quarantine you as well.
No, I had a friend come down with it.
Okay, then. I can get something to help. Unfortunately, I can only try to stabilize him for now. We have to wait for a specialist before we can try anything stronger.
Looks like it's full of medical stuff.
Hey, what are you doing to that drone?
I was just checking out the hardware. It's quite some gear you guys have.
I've done all I can for them. Let me know if he gets anywhere.
Oh crap, I wanted some deal on it. Well, I got a scalpel now, so maybe I can open up the food dispenser.
Wow, this is some really old hardware. It's going to need some upgrading if I want to make it produce anything complex. Looks like they cut costs by only giving the module a tiny lens. I'm going to need to find something bigger in order to produce anything more complex. A standard 1 terabyte memory block. This was apparently the only recipe available to Cell's food machine.
Let's go into the net again. Can I bring the memory module in? No. I have to open up the TV.
That doesn't need surgery.
No? Maybe open up.
You want this? Guess it. I don't think. It's already. Better not.
That's optical module, memory block, scalpel. I think I need that robot to talk to.
Old-fashioned.
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure.
Thanks for that.
Anytime.
Okay, guess not. Robot's not coming back. What's the point of the air vent? I'll figure that one out.
I've already.
Okay, got an injector. An optical
Looks like they
module.
cut costs by only giving the module a standard. This was. You want...
What else do I have on me? Change. Food. Sheet. So what? Where? Oh, there's that for Nephrin. And memory module.
I hope it understands its new orders. Unless it's a component, I've already removed what I can. Now I know what the inside of an automeal. Unless it's a component. Looks like they cut costs by only giving the module a tiny lens. I'm going to need to find something bigger in order to produce anything more complex.
Nice.
Looks like they cut costs. Looks like they cut costs by only giving the module a tiny lens.
How do I increase the lens size? Oh, the camera.
I've already...
Let's move this.
I can't reach... I think it looks... This might be useful.
High grade lens.
I can't... I've upgraded the optical component with the camera's super-powered lens. There. It should be a lot more sensitive with that now. Let's see what it can do now. It didn't sound like the machine enjoyed that. At least it managed to make me a cartridge of epinephrine. The cartridge is mounted in the ejector. Now let's see if he holds up his end of the bargain. Hello? Feeling better?
A whole lot, thanks. I managed to get rid of the knockoff. Give me a few hours. I'll be out of the wall and can help you leave.
I haven't got a few hours. What can you do now?
From here? Not much, but I could give you some options.
I need more than helpful suggestions.
I've got control of one of the utility drones. They use them for moving Kit around the building.
I might be able to escape if I was better equipped.
Atta girl. I've sent you the link to the drone. She'll be in your hub.
Nice. Later. Oh, I didn't mean disconnect from the trance. Let's get back in there. I'll be right back. Think so, kill. Oh man, all these freaking dust storm alerts. Yeah, got it. Go away. What can I do here? Okay. What can this run do? Oh, it's a little guy there, okay. Don't mind me. Just running along. Go check out the little guy.
You won't sit still long enough to get it open. Come on, shoo!
Warning, power contact lost.
How did that work?
That doesn't need surgery. This might be useful.
Ventilators are not going to open up the works. Let me out.
Dr. Lau, you have a visitor.
Oh.
Good evening, Dr. Lau.
Hello? And you are...
Surely you recognize him.
No.
I'm afraid you'll have to enlighten me.
This is Dr. Vargas, the Central Operations Coordinator.
Now, Galatea, there's no need to be quite like that. The fact that I am not widely recognized perhaps indicates how successful we are.
Yes, you're right, Father.
Vargas? Dr. Eduardo Vargas?
Quite so, Dr. Lau.
What brings you from the Fulcrum Tower, sir?
A most grave matter, I'm afraid. One I believe you specifically to be most suited to handle.
Shall I, Father?
Please do, Galatea.
Central, I believe the audio EM capture system in this room to be faulty. Please run a deep diagnostic on the system.
Certainly, Miss Vargas. Beginning scan.
We have perhaps 2 minutes until the diagnostic cycle is complete.
Dr. Lau, have you heard of a gentleman by the name of Baxter?
Dr. Adam Baxter, convicted murderer?
And a brilliant engineer in his time.
Yes, I've heard of him. My partner had a history with him. His parole hearing and eventual release really got to Dr. Regis.
Quite so. Poor Viksha. I don't think Charlie ever got over it. And unfortunately, it appears that he's taking things into his own hands.
Good old Twitch. Works just enough to work.
You have a connection to Regis as well?
Quite so. He worked for me in a research team, as did Baxter in the same project.
And Viksha Regis.
Precisely. We lost half of the team in one fell swoop that day.
Dr. Lau, when did you last see Dr. Regis?
Last night, before Central went into siege mode. Why? What's happened?
This morning, Dr. Baxter was found dead in his workplace.
Oh no. Oh, Charlie, no.
I share your concern, Dr. Lau.
Central believes Dr. Regis to be the most likely suspect. He would have known that Central would be unable to provide oversight during the siege.
And he had no shortage of motive, as I'm sure you'd agree.
You're the controller of Central Operations. Why would you need to cut the camera feed with a trick like that?
I apologize, but for the sake of city security...
Yeah, can't tell me. Classified, ultraviolet A, etc.
I'm glad you understand.
I might understand, but I'm not happy about it.
Noted, Dr. Lau.
It just doesn't sound like him, though. He had other outlets,
shady.
like his garden.
I don't fully agree
All right.
with Central's assessment either. That is why I'm activating you on this case.
You want me to investigate Baxter's murder with my partner as the prime suspect? Isn't that a pretty serious conflict of interest?
It is within my prerogative to select agents I feel appropriate for casework, if necessary. Using it to aid an old friend, a good man, like Charlie Regis, I think that's worthwhile.
Remember that your primary responsibilities are to the law and to this city.
I think I've heard enough.
That's good to hear. I'll have Galatea email the case data to you. If I can be of any further help, don't hesitate to drop by my office.
At the top of the Fulcrum Tower. Make an appointment beforehand.
Diagnostic cycle of monitoring systems complete. No wetware or firmware anomalies detected. However, please ask Dr. Regis to stop obstructing the lens assembly.
I wish you luck with your work, Dr. Lau. For Regis's sake.
All right, Eldekill. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Nah, I've already got it set up just right. The desk terminals don't have enough bandwidth, so I made a few modifications. All strictly professional, of course. Got to wait till the AI lab have had their turn analyzing her. Then she's all mine.
Creepy at all.
Sorry, Regis. A physical photograph. The team. February 2067. Regis is probably the only person I know who'd want his picture on paper. I guess defacing a digital one just isn't the same. A physical...
Ina, Adam, Eduardo, Gwen, Vicky, Charlie.
Regis is probably the... I don't even know where I'm going. I'd better download the case file Dr. Vargas's assistant.
Download the case file. Oh, it's a download.
Ow! Hey, what was that? No answer. Wow, that's a lot of green. Excuse me.
Great, they finally sent someone. You here to get the body out?
Maybe. I'm Max Lau, cell case specialist.
No kidding. I'm the lab director, Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. Make it quick, I'm busy.
What's your role here?
I'm the supervisor for the telepresence factoring labs. Most of it's automatic. I just make sure it's all running like it should.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
It's a lousy job most of the time. TP is where management sticks people they don't want in public-facing roles.
You're not happy with it?
For the last few years, my career has been one disaster after another. I'm just glad it's plateaued into some kind of stability.
Can you tell me what happened?
Baxter got killed.
In any more detail?
When we started this afternoon, a whole lot of samples had been tampered with. We tried to call Baxter to find out what the hell was going on in the specimen bank.
And he didn't answer?
He didn't. Turned out the door to the specimen bank was locked too.
You haven't seen the body?
Nope, not in person, if that's what you mean. We got the camera feed online, but it was obvious that Baxter wasn't going to be coming out.
When did you last see him?
Guess it could have been Wednesday?
So he could have been killed any time in the past 3 days?
I guess, but it wouldn't fit with everything else.
What's the purpose of this lab? Plant studies?
Yes and no. It's a TP lab, telepresence. There's a lot of research that's not exactly legal in some countries.
But in Newton, pretty much anything goes.
Exactly. If someone in the EU needs research done on something hazardous, infectious, or endangered, they send the orders here and we carry out the testing.
What sort of research?
Mostly we make new angiosperms from scratch. That's flowering plants to you.
Gee, thanks. Why would people want new flowers?
Sometimes it's a drug delivery method. The earliest commercial examples were fruit that grew packed with insulin. A lot of new wetware begins its life as engineered fruit too.
Must be awkward if they cross-pollinate in the wild.
And a legal headache. Part of our job is making sure the copy protection works.
Copy protection in plants? Ouch. Aside from yourself, who else works in this laboratory?
There's my intern, Martin Meester, operates the factoring line. If you meet him, it's easy to see why they put him in here. And until recently, there was Dr. Baxter.
Tell me about Mr. Meester.
He came over from Eurofed on a study program. He's young. I guess we're all like that in our youth.
Good colleague?
He's all right. He got on board with that annoying Maladist trend. He knows how to follow instructions, so I let him get on with it.
Is visa still active?
Dr. Lau, we do not employ undocumented illegals in this lab.
Just have to check. I'm sure you understand. Tell me about Dr. Baxter.
Oh, he was bad enough to work with in the 60s. As part of his parole, they stuck a governor in his head. Since then, it's like talking to a badly written synthetic.
You don't care for him a great deal.
That man killed Vicky. Frankly, he deserved what he got.
But you still work with him.
He worked for me. It was another part of his parole. Vickerman's management persuaded centralized government that his skills were going to waste in prison. The company wanted him supervised by someone who knew him. Hence, they dragged my sorry ass in.
What did you have him doing?
He organized the specimen bank. It's the kind of thing we could just leave him at for hours on end. Days, sometimes. Really, it could have just been done by the facility's AI, but I had to give him something.
Otherwise, you'd have to talk to him?
Exactly.
So what was the point of bringing him? And
what happens in the specimen bank?
It's where the samples of plants and growth matrices are stored. There's a huge library of subjects to work with, natural and man-made.
And that's where Baxter worked?
Yeah, it's not exactly taxing. I wanted to see what he could do since they put a governor in him.
You left him to work alone in there?
I'll be honest, he was not a pleasant man to talk to.
What sort of research were you conducting in the 60s?
You mean with Charlie and his wife? You might not believe it, but we were the people behind Central.
Central? The city governing AI Central?
The same. Newton was looking for a coordinator AI. Vargas put together a team, including the new Mr. and Mrs. Regis.
Nuke me. Regis never mentioned anything about this.
It wasn't a happy memory for him.
So
he left after
just
the
helped create
unpleasantness.
Central, huh?
We finished the project a few months later.
Huh. Might explain why he hates Central's guts. You've got a keen mind. What's your take on this?
Hey, I'm not the detective, young lady. You know what I think? I think Regis did what they ought to have done 20 years ago.
Why do you say that?
Seems logical. We've got him coming into the labs on security, then we got him coming out an hour later. When we get here, we've got Baxter's corpse contaminating the specimen bank.
Anything else?
Well, something strange. Since we got in, we keep finding samples that have been tampered with. Looks like he spent his hour here messing up the genomes of our specimens.
That quickly?
If anyone was good enough to do it that fast, it'd be Charlie.
I bet we're gonna have a flash back where I'm doing that. There's some puzzle.
You knew Regis as well.
Yeah, I was on a research team with him and his wife back in the 60s. Baxter, too.
You've apparently known him a long time. Does this seem like something Regis would do?
Ugh, after what he did to Vicky, I'd have strangled Baxter too. I tell you, if he did do it, I wouldn't blame him one bit.
Do you think he did it, though?
I don't know. He was always kinda shady.
Tell me about it.
They made him do some real awful stuff out in the hot zones.
Such as?
Let's just say his escape led to a whole lot of people being jailed for war crimes.
You seem preoccupied.
That obvious, huh? We found a couple of specimens that Regis tampered with in his hour here. So I gotta run through the catalog and dig out the backups.
Sounds straightforward.
Not when there's 11,000 samples to take. Oh, I could punch Regis for this. Though, I want to shake his hand for Baxter so it kinda evens out.
What's been done to the samples?
He's used a customized viral vector to add huge amounts of junk DNA to their genomes. These are the last two I found, Medioflorens interensis and Linacia lawsonis.
May I have a look?
Do you think it'll help?
Just a hunch. Huh. Non-binary. Quaternary data string?
What do you mean?
My wetware systems are interpreting the genomes of these plants as sections of an audio file. He's used the DNA to store information.
You think so?
It's incomplete. The two samples only make up a third of the data. But M and L, my initials? This can't be a coincidence. He's left a message.
What does it say?
Not sure yet. I could probably construct the whole message if I can find where he's hidden the rest of it.
Safe to say it's in the other plants he's gengineered. Here, take this. You can sample DNA from the plants around the lab. If you run out of sampling cartridges, you can reload it at this console.
Thanks. How long would it take to sample everything in the lab?
Oh, only a couple of years. We have over 11,000 subjects. You're better off looking for specimens that would fill the gaps in the clue he left.
So, how do I build more of the mess?
You've got to use the
Apparently he wants me. I've got to think about where.
Darn right.
So, you worked with Regis and his wife, as well as Baxter. Did you also work for Dr. Vargas?
That pompous ass? Yeah, I worked for him.
You don't care for him?
He was a competent researcher, but he lives for politics. Everything was always about making the world a better place.
And you don't think it should be better?
It's a nice idea, just not realistic. And what we ended up making, it was... Actually, never mind.
I wonder why Regis...
DNA's been rather... If he...
Then short... He need... Why didn't the facility's CI detect Baxter's vitals suddenly failing? It's a potentially hazardous environment in here.
We were wondering that as well. This afternoon we noticed the monitoring system in the sample lab was in recursion. All hell broke loose when the CI suddenly realized what had happened.
So either you've got a technical fault with the software or wetware interfacing.
Which is unlikely given how much they cost.
Or someone breached the security systems to cover Baxter's murder. That gives me more hope. Regis would have no idea how to do that.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me.
All right.
Better not. It might tell the... I better not. If I start taking every single specimen... I better not. If I... Hi there.
Only one parrot quietly spat on the electric chair.
I give up.
Whenever the teacher told you.
I better not. If I start taking every single specimen... Hi there.
What time do we think we want it to be?
My name's Dr. Max Lau. I'm a cell case specialist.
Utter nonsense loves to laugh.
You're not making any sense.
Georgie promised a blow by blow.
Are you alright?
Utter nonsense loves to laugh.
Yeah.
I give up.
What time do we think we...
Oh god, what a mess. Nothing unusual found on the body, Central. Estimation on time of death?
The climate control in the specimen lab is compromising your sensors. Ambient temperature is just above freezing.
Update, Central.
What is the situation, Dr. Lau?
Dr. Baxter is certainly dead. He's been decapitated, and not cleanly either.
His head has been removed.
More like destroyed. At a glance, this would be the most likely cause of death.
What is your estimation of the incident, Dr. Lau?
There's too much we can't say for sure. We don't know precisely when Baxter was murdered. We can't even be sure that this was the cause of death.
That is a fair assessment. A clearer picture will no doubt follow the autopsy.
Don't send in anyone yet. I still need to carry out a preliminary.
I understand. Continue your investigation of events surrounding the incident.
Understood. Lau out. I hope I can find something to get Regis off the hook.
A physical photograph. Regis is probably the only... Hey, there's Dr. Chigwa as well. A physical... Regis is Hey. A Regis... Hey. A physical...
NAEGVs.
Regis is probably the only... Hey, there's Dr. Chigwa as well.
I'm going to need to... It's some kind of slime. I've taken a DNA sample from it. It's the DNA. I need to take samples from plants I think Regis hid the rest of his message.
A physical photograph. Regis is probably the only person. Hey, there's Dr. Chigwa as well.
Chigwa, so what's her?
Warning. Security clearance not valid for access to Growth Lab. Vickerman Pharmaceuticals.
I can't figure out what any of these tools are for.
The barber envies your good fortune.
All right, I won't touch them.
Can't have. That's a dude that he used to work with. Probably.
Warning. Vic.
You still want to listen? Tommy's trying to explain.
I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the rest. Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
I tried talking to your intern. It wasn't helpful.
Oh, never mind that. He's got aphasia.
Isn't that treatable?
Oh, yes. He just gave it to himself. It's what the kids are into these days.
Crippling neurological disorders?
Yes and no. Maladism, they call it. They give themselves old diseases. It only lasts about a week each time.
And you let him do that?
He's not public-facing, and as long as it doesn't get in the way of his work. I figure we all did things the old folks thought were stupid back when we were kids.
I can't get into the airlock.
The airlock and the growth lab are secure areas. We grow potentially hazardous organisms beyond those doors.
I'm trying to conduct an investigation here. Don't make me get a warrant from Central.
I'm sorry, Central would likely agree with us. We can't just give anyone access to the growth lab.
Not even a cell agent?
I'd need a pretty damn good reason.
Have you found anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and...
And?
I can't remember exactly which specimen the other was. I do remember that it had red flowers, variegated, that is, multicolored leaves, and very, very small fruit. Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse...
Red flowers. Small fruit. Multicolored leaves.
I'd better not. If I start taking...
multicolored? Sure.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
The other one she said? Oh, I.
Excuse me.
Make it. Is that all?
For now.
Then if.
I am a possible.
All right. I never thought gengineering would be so. Excuse me. Have you found...
As a map, there was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and...
And?
I can't remember. I do remember variegate and very... Is that all?
For now.
Then if...
It's in the growth lab. I need it.
Excuse me.
Make it...
I need to ask Neester about the tampered specimen. How do I cure his aphasia?
Well, you wouldn't really cure it. He doesn't actually have the disease. It's essentially wetware designed to occupy the Wernicke and Broca regions of the brain. This then produces the symptoms of the disease. That's what they're going for.
I can't wait a week for the wetware to break down.
Find a way to break it down early then. If we've got an emergency contamination, we use hydroxypyruvate isomerase. It's an enzyme that instructs the fabricators in wetware to disassemble themselves.
I can't get in...
The airlock and the growth we grow potentially has...
I'm trying to conduct an... Don't make me...
I'm sorry, we can't just give...
Not even...
I'd need...
Need that.
Is that...
For now.
Then if...
So we just need to contaminate this area.
Every Thursday at...
All right.
Utter nonsense.
All right.
Is a person...
All right.
So where was that? This is extremely contagious. Oops. Where is the warning?
Huh. It won't let me take a sample from this one. I guess it needs to have grown a bit first. The growth matrix won't start in that.
The necessary but...
All right.
Where do I put this? Put it out here.
The growth matrix won't start in that. It's only compatible with... The growth matrix won't... The growth...
Something started in? Oh, move gel.
Better not. It's only compatible with the sampler tool.
Toolbox. Toolbox.
You better not lose it. He's going to notice if I try to make him carry all my... You better not lose... Hi there.
The clear...
What?
With...
I see. Can I... Okay. I give...
The rope.
Great song.
What time?
All right.
Shoot him.
As much as I love shocking...
With caviar.
Sorry, just testing a theory. He's going to notice if I try to make him carry...
Body. Rail. What to do? Wish this had one of the modern features where you can like hold tab or something to see what's you can interact with. Make sure I'm not missing something stupid. You try the gene sequence from what we have.
Looks like Regis didn't hide any data in that one. There's some more. I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the rest of the message before I get any sense out of it. I better not. If I... Excuse me.
Make it quick. Is that
for now?
Then if...
Better not.
What, where?
Better not. It might tell the lab director. Wetware's not going to connect with that. Wetware's not... He's going to note...
What time do we think we...
All right.
Growth matrix and message arrays.
Monsters angrily...
All right, all right. What is this stuff? Better trans up some data on it.
most mundane alien invasion puzzle.
Wetware's not going to.
An evil engine of this.
All right. The growth matrix won't.
We need to get him to be the one that
You
causes.
better not lose.
It's definitely gotta be right. Maybe I need a break. Yeah, I'm gonna break. Break here. And I think I'm gonna go back and play. Might call it a day on the stream. Yeah, we'll call it here. Till next time.